Hello there, this is Shronit and you're watching The Gadget Guy. So I wanted to make a review on the new phone launched by Asus, the Asus Zenfone 3S Max. So the basic specs of the phone are it comes with a 5.2 display which is quite handy, but but it's an HD display, it's not a full HD, so there is a minus point over there. It comes with 2.5D glass and it comes with no Gorilla Glass protection or any other protection. Coming to inside the hood, the chipset of the phone, it clocks 1.3 GHz octa-core processor and it comes with a MediaTek 6750. A downside of the phone again. Coming to the memory, the storage, it comes with 32 GB, is expandable to 2 TB, which is a good news, and comes with 3 GB RAM, which is again okay, but because the phone companies have started launching 4 GB RAM in the same price point. It comes with a hybrid SIM slot, which is bad news again. Comes with a 13 megapixel back shooter and a 8 megapixel front shooter. The back camera do have a dual tone LED flash. The battery is massive, 5000 mAh. That's huge, that's literally huge. You can use the phone for 2 days straight without any issues. But it does not support any fast charging. So these are the general specs of the phone. Now coming to the advantages and disadvantages on the basis of which I decide whether to buy or not to buy the phone. So I have my note over here. The advantages of the phone are battery, no doubt 5000 mAh is massive. There is no issue over there. You can use the phone for more than 7 hours screen time and on standby more than 2 hours. So that's a good news. It comes with 7.0 Nougat out of the box, which is so accurate. As per launching a phone in 2017, you should launch it in 7.0 Nougat, and which is a good news over here. It comes with Zen UI 3.0. Another feature added by Asus is this phone can be used as a power bank to charge another phone. The speaker is pretty loud. You won't face any problem with the speaker over here. The camera performance is decent. You will get decent photos from both the cameras. The front camera do have wide angles, so you can get better selfies over there. The build quality is very good. It is a metal body. The build quality feels premium and it's quite good. You can't expect the phone to be damaged easily. The screen is 5.2 inch, which is a bit handy, but sooner or later the market is going to just throw the screen of 5.2 out of the market, so you would be having 5.5. So having a 5.2 is quite good because I prefer the phone is handy. It supports OTG and it comes with 2 TB expandable but in hybrid. Coming to the negative sides of the phone, the first negative point is display. It's not full HD, it does not have any AMOLED or Super AMOLED screen. It's just HD screen 720p, which is not a great news at all. Even the pixel density is just 228, which is very low. You won't get a sharp or clear display in this. The hardware is worse. You cannot expect heavy gaming in this phone. It tends to heat up at times and it's not that good. There are very much laggy issues in the games we played, so I would not recommend for the phone for the heavy gamers. Speaker quality, the speakers are loud but they are not clear. If you are a music lover and love to listen music from your speaker, you won't enjoy this phone at all. The speaker may be loud but it loses the quality when it gets louder. It just gives standard performance, a normal phone which a phone can give. In the normal usage you won't find any lagginess or something, but if you tend to just extend your performance a bit more, it may give you some problem. It does not support fast charging. Zen UI has many software bloats. It comes with many pre-installed apps which are useless. The software is a bloat itself. And it comes with a MediaTek. I am not a fan of MediaTek personally. I would prefer Snapdragon. As you know, Asus have many phones in the market, and the phones which has Snapdragon are coming with full HD. and the phones with MediaTek are coming with HD, so you can get the difference between the two. MediaTek is preferred to go with HD because of its performance issues. So my rating over Asus, if you have not used or if you have not heard of the brand or anything else, I'll tell you Asus, as a brand check on the basis of the phone it has launched before and all, I would rate Asus to be at 6.3 out of 10, because overall the phones are not that good. Some of the phones are perfect flagship for the market, but still overall not all the phones are that good. Coming to the brand perception, it's 8 on 10. If the person knows Asus, he or she would prefer to buy another Asus, because it do give you a continuous feeling, as you have known that Apple users would prefer again Apple and again Apple. So similarly, brand perception is 8. The person who knows Asus would give you a good price for it. And service. The service is fantastic. You won't find any problem in the service department of the company. I would rate it directly 10. It's really very good. You would not face any problem over there. Coming to the phone, the design of the phone, I would rate the design to be 7. I would rate the display to be 7 because it's just HD. Software, I would rate 8 because of the Nougat 7.0. Performance 7 because of the MediaTek. Battery 8 because not supporting a fast charging. Camera again 8. It gives us decent pictures. You cannot expect mind-blowing photos from the phone. And value for money again 8 at the price of 15,000. This is a good phone if you want to use only for day-to-day usage, a normal business phone, and nothing more than that. If you want to look even a bit more than a business phone, I would strongly recommend to not buy this phone. Instead go for Redmi Note 4, or you can go for Honor 6s, but not this. Coming to overall rating, I would rate the phone at 6.5. That's my best rating, and I would not recommend the phone if you are looking for better camera or better performance. If it's only for just normal calling or browsing or checking your mails and those things, you can get the phone. Thanks for watching. If my video has helped you to decide whether to buy or not to buy, please help me back by sharing, liking and subscribing our channel. Thanks a lot, and please do comment if you feel anything. Thanks for watching.